Let's get it. Welcome, everyone. We're excited. Take a minute here what's going on, guys? Welcome to Pantherology. Welcome to the live edition of Pantherology, which I'm going to do more of, honestly, guys. I'm going to start going live just honestly more. It's so much easier for me to go live and speak with y'all, give you my mind. You give me, actually, I feel like you get more of a true me uh, this way than you do in my videos. I feel like I'm more of a you know, this is the but yeah, so today is just kind of like more of a Q and A where it's like you're more than welcome to ask me any questions, bring up any concerns you may have. Um, that's why I'm here to answer any questions, talk to you about just some Carolina football leading up to this week. Obviously there's been a lot going on with like the new rosters and the new not new rosters, but new people we've added to the roster, all that news and people we got rid of that was really shocking to me. A lot of that, I went over that a little bit last week. But today I'm going live. Tomorrow I'm going live, so be there. I'm gonna be kind of doing like an enemy analysis on those Cleveland Browns. So yeah, I mean it's kind of like tonight's just gonna be like, it's gonna be one day for me to be working and the gym and kind of just wanted to come in here and just like talk to y'all straight on, see what uh see what questions and concerns um that you may have. All right. But I'm gonna go ahead and start going through that comment section. Um, Before we do all that, though, as I guess this conversation, please make sure you pound the ever living hell of that like button like it's the milk next door. If you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Feel a little Zach Wilson attack on that like button. All right. So Justin, I do not know how to pronounce your name. Last name. If I say that correctly, then I know if I said it wrong. We got 12 people in here already. Make sure every one of y'all are pounding that like button. I'm not really sure how many have liked it already, but I'm gonna have to take a second to see where we at. 11 likes. There's 12 people are hit in. Can y'all hear me okay? So most of my mic is missing. All right. All right. E-money, yo, what's up? He's always here. Justin, all right. You need record predictions. We'll get to that. Wait, Darius, what's up, man? We got you're in here. Let's talk. Let's do this. All right, that's a good one, Justin. Yours is gonna be a lot longer. I've already done a record prediction video, and it kind of I mean, I'm just gonna stick with it for now. Um, but let's see here. All right, so let's talk about which player do you think picking. All right, so I'll say this. I will say that as a player breaking out, I think the person that's going to break out is definitely on the defensive side of the ball. Is definitely going to be Jason. I mean, I think that's kind of self-explanatory with the fact that he had a foot injury last year. I think that I've seen him play at South Carolina. Being a Gamecock fan, I've seen him. Uh, I think that overall he's going to be the guy that breaks out. Um, I mean, he's just a stud of a corner. Um, so if I had to say on the defensive side of the ball, I'm gonna say I'm gonna say listen, now offensively for me, and it kind of sucks because I had Terrace Marshall actually breaking out on the offensive side of the ball until we got uh Chenault. So when we got Chenault, I guess I kind of felt like, well, I guess Terrace Marshall isn't going to break out now, but I mean, it can still happen. I mean, I'm hoping and praying it's Shy Smith just because of me. I mean, it's me being a little bit biased just because I'm a Gamecock fan. But I mean, I'd love to see Shy Smith break out. I think he could be a great slot guy and a great special teams guy. I mean, that's how we used him back in Carolina. I mean, he was also a guy who could go up and get it, but that's at the college level. That's a totally different story against those kinds of teams. Um, so yeah, I mean, if anything, I'm going to take on the offensive side. I'll still stick with Terrace Marshall as my breakout guy on the offense and praying that it's Shi Smith. I mean, I kind of, I'd love to honestly see what Chenault does. I mean, Chenault could be a breakout guy. I mean, technically, he hasn't really had a breakout season. I mean, he's been pretty productive at Jackson when he was at Jacksonville. I mean, he's been in the league 4 years now or 3 years now. I think every year he's been at Jacksonville. Yeah. Okay. So he's going into his third year. Every year he's had over 600 yards. So, but he didn't have any TDs last year. But he did have, my mic is breaking up. Give me 1 second. All right. Is that better? Can you hear me now? Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2 1 2 3. Mic check. Mic check. Do I sound better? I know that some of you are saying that I don't sound too good. All right, good now. All right, thank you. Uh, I hope you heard all that. But basically, I hope you heard at least for the most part what I said. I was answering Planet Jadarius's question. And everybody can comment amongst yourselves who you think your defensive guy and your offensive guy is going to break out. Like I said, on the defensive side, I think it's going to be J.C. Horn, and I think C.J. Henderson is also a good one. I think on the offensive side, I'd like to see Shi Smith or Terrace Marshall break out, but also I'd like to see Laviska Shenault break out. I mean, technically, he hasn't really had he hasn't had 1,000-yard season. He has 2 seasons of 600 yards, and then he didn't score any touchdowns last year, and then in 2020 he scored 5 touchdowns. So I'd also like to see if maybe they use him in the run game, almost like a Deebo Samuel style, which I was kind of hoping that they might implement with DJ Moore, but they've kind of kind of just, I guess, moved that away with Laviska. But yeah, I mean, Justin, love to see Baker go crazy this year. I mean, I mean, technically, Baker has had his breakout season. I mean, not technically, he hasn't had a breakout season, I guess you could say. I mean, but if you go look at him through PPF, like you go look up Baker Mayfield at PPF, like the PPF, his first seasons, they had him ranked. I think his first season he was ranked 9th. Then his second season he was ranked 10th overall. Then his third season he was 13th, and then after that he was ranked 30th last year. So, I mean, you know, yeah, I mean, you go back and look when he started playing. I mean, you go back in what the PPR rankings was. They had him ranked in the 2018 season overall. I mean, they had, yeah, I mean, shoot, man. I mean, I mean, look at 2018 season. He had 486 passing attempts. He had 3,700 yards. Um, 27 touchdown passes and 14 interceptions. He was tied for fifth for interceptions. He was 11th for passing touchdowns. That was in 2008. And then 17th in passing yards. And then overall, he was ranked ninth. All right. And then we go into 2019 season. 534 attempts. That was 10th in the league. 3,800 yards. That was 14th in the league. 22 passing touchdowns. That was tied for 16th. But then he had 21 interceptions, which was second in the league. But he was still ranked 10th in the league as a overall quarterback, at least from the PFF standpoint. Then we go to 2020. And he got better, actually. 486 attempts, 3,500 yards, 26 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. Okay. And then we go back to last year. 418 attempts. 3,000 yards, 17 touchdowns, 13 interceptions. I mean, I guess, yeah, you could say like Justin. Yeah. I mean, I'd like to see maybe Baker have that 4,000 yard season, break 30 touchdowns, and obviously keep the interceptions low. Justin asked me, I'm glad you're switching the question because the record prediction is just I mean, we can go through the schedule real quick and I can run you we can run down the schedule and I could tell you what I think but could happen and what that's like most of these. The problem is with the schedule for Carolina Panthers is they have a pretty tough schedule. They have a tough stretch and we can go through it. We'll go through Justin, since you asked me to go through the record prediction and do all that, I will. But I'll answer your question here first. Do you see us in the future giving up CMC? I could see us giving up or trying to trade him or whatever the case may be if he doesn't stay healthy again this year. And that's unfortunate because I do like CMC. And when CMC is healthy, he's technically the best running back in the league. It would suck to get rid of him, and I don't think we don't really know like what's really going to happen and how we're going to implement him. Not that we don't know how we're going to implement him in this offense. It's just more of how many touches he gets a game. When he had his 1,000-yard rushing and 1,000-yard receiving year, he was only getting 20 touches a game. I mean, you can go look it up. But then these past couple years, when he's getting more touches, he's averaging like 27 touches a game. He's getting more. He's obviously the injuries are happening. So the past 2 years, he's getting like 27 touches, and that's the reason why CMC is getting injured. So I think with the fact that we've rebuilt the offensive line, which I think it's thank goodness that was kind of like our offseason goal, and I think we did it for the most part. I think that as long as the offensive line can stay healthy, I think if the offensive line can stay healthy and Christian McCaffrey can stay healthy, and they reduce his touches, I think that we'll see a comeback year for CMC, and I don't think we'll have to worry about this kind of question. Black Mamba says on Madden 23, I use DJ Moore as Deebo Samuel, and he's a beast. I mean, if you go watch his film back in Maryland when they were implementing him like Deebo Samuel back there, he was a beast. He was very good. But I think that's what we might see a little bit with Shenault. I think we're going to see a Deebo Samuel style with Chenault, which is going to help. I think it's going to take carries away from, Tuba and Foreman to back up CMC, but I do think that I think we're going to see more of a Debo Samuel style with Chenault, because they kind of implemented him there at the Jaguars a little bit like that, but he can play like that. So, we got the guy we needed. The schedule is hard. Yeah, we'll go through it here. We'll go through it here in a little bit as these questions keep coming in. There's 11 people here watching. I just want to say I appreciate you guys for the support. Make sure you pound that like button as you're coming in. That's all I ask. Also, you can show your support through the super chat. That always helps too. There's other ways that you can give. That's also in the description of this video. But all I ask is that you pound the like button for me, and that's it. Much appreciated. Always give your vids a thumbs up. I appreciate that, man. Top running back. Yeah, top 2 running back, one healthy. Yeah, for sure. He absolutely is. Do you think Bozeman starts week 1? I think it's a tough call. I think it's going to be, honestly, I think it's going to come down to a game time decision. I really do. I think it's going to come down to a game time decision for Bozeman. I hope he starts. I know he's the better center than Affline. Absolutely, like way better. I mean, Bozeman looks like a giant fucking Yeti out there. You know what I mean? Like, I hope he's starting. But I don't know. I think it's going to come down to a game time decision. If Affline, obviously, if he's healthy, yes, let's get him in there. If he's not fully healthy, I say keep him out, because I would rather, because I honestly think that Carolina is going to beat Cleveland week 1. I really do. I mean, I'm going to give you my full on record prediction later on this week, or not record prediction, but my prediction for this game later on this week. But I think it's a hell of a game to get everyone started for the season. I mean, think about it. I mean, Mayfield going up against, his former team. It's week 1. I mean, this is nothing short but of like the storylines is just perfect. I mean, the media and the NFL are this is one of the games I think that the NFL is making cash on for sure. Like, think about it. Like, the marketing strategy of whoever implemented this is such a genius, and it's fascinating to me. It gives us a chance to set the tone, especially in front of our home fans. So that's another for this. It's a big deal this week. And we all know like I said, we all know the headlines are it's a center of attention for Baker Mayfield. Going up against his former team that basically just threw him to the side to go after a pedophile, and because I truly think that what Deshaun Watson did was absolutely despicable, and I don't understand how you can't get no pussy when you're a dude who's making millions of dollars, who's in the NFL, who was at one point a top 5 quarterback in the NFL. And I mean, you're telling me you have to go to a massage place to have a happy ending? Like, come on, man. I don't know. There's definitely something wrong with him. I think there's something wrong with Deshaun Watson. That's just my opinion. Mentally, there's some mental issues there, but that's just me. I think the Panthers defense, though, in this game could give their backup quarterback Jacoby Brissett so many problems. So the only bad matchup I see against, obviously, there's 2, and I think it's Nick Chubb and Myles Garrett. I think Nick Chubb is a stud of running back, and I think Myles Garrett going up against our rookie left tackle is going to be an interesting to see. So, but there will be more of that. About I have a live video. I'm gonna be live again tomorrow, same time, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tomorrow, going to do an enemy analysis of the Cleveland Browns. So we'll get into all that
tomorrow. So, but as of right now, keep some fun questions coming, whatever. 12 people are in here. Thank you for everybody who has come in and showed up. Make sure you pound that like button for me. That's all I ask. All right. You can show your support through the super chat. It would mean a lot to me as well. There's other ways you can support the channel by subscribing. Even commenting on this video helps out a lot. Like I said, with the Q&A and everything, asking me questions. And then also, even after this video, just, liking it, subscribing, comment on it, whatever, because you can rewatch it. You can always replay the live video. So like, if you ever miss anything, that's the good thing about subscribing and clicking that post notification bell. If you miss something and you're subscribed, you can always rewatch it. All right. So, and then also there's another way you can support. It's in the description of this video. So that always helps out, man, just let Chuba, HJD, LaVisca take some and load off CMC. It should be all good. Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, even if it's Chuba who's taking the load off, or if it's Deontay Foreman taking the load off, or it's LaVisca, I don't care who it is, as long as they're taking the load off of CMC and keeping the touches to a minimum. I think CMC should be a 20 touch minimum running back. And it's proven. Obviously, we've seen it 2 seasons in a row, getting injured, not being on the field. It hurts us. We started out 3-0 last year, and now we know we've rebuilt the offensive line. If we can take the touches away from him, keep the offensive line healthy, I think we'll see the old CMC that we're used to seeing. When the boss, Rick Rose, Baker's revenge game. Yes, for sure. We'll be getting into that as more throughout the week. I will be going live basically every day this week, guys. I will also be going live on Sunday, doing like a nice live stream play. Gonna be over at my buddy's house. We're gonna be drinking some beer, shooting the shit on here. So feel free to come hang out with me, shoot the shit with me. And we'll be watching the game over there and stuff like that. And they'll be on there with me and everything. So you'll get to hear all the shit talking. So feel free to come out. Trade for Roquan Smith. I don't think it's a bad trade. Absolutely. I think this guy's going to, I don't think trading for Roquan Smith is a bad trade by any means. It's just the fact of the matter of, can we afford him? Where's the cap at? How much dead cap do we have? And it's also how much trade packages we're going to have to offer. I mean, think of us. You're going to have to offer. Like, I've seen some different trades. I've even come up with some trades on my own. But I've seen a bunch of them, and even the ones I came up on my own, some people have the same ones. But like one, for example, like you're going to have to give up at least 2 draft picks and a player. So what's the Bears? I think the best trade offer we could offer the Bears is, I think if we could trade a 3rd round pick for next year. So a next year's 2023 3rd round pick, a 5th round pick, and Terrace Marshall. I think that's the only way we're getting that's the trade that I think they would do. Or 2nd round pick and a 5th round pick and Terrace Marshall, like something like that. Now, then another one we could throw in there is we could try to trade Sam Darnold, and then get, do a 3rd round pick and a 5th round pick. That's the only way you're going to get that's the trade. You're going to have to trade a player and then 2 draft picks. Another one I think we could do, and it's a tough one, but for me, even though we still have a great wide receiver room, the next one would be like Robbie Anderson and a 2nd round pick. So like you could either do a 2nd round pick, 5th round pick and this is all next year, 2023, and Terrace Marshall for Roquan Smith, or you could do Sam Darnold, 3rd round pick of next year, 5th round pick for him, or you could do, like I said, Robbie Anderson and a 2nd round pick. But that's what you're going to have to give up for him. I think it would be good. Honestly, I think it would be great to keep bolstering up this defense as much as possible. I think Raquan Smith uh, is definitely coming into his prime right now, and I think he would be worth the grab. Getting him is going to be costly. I mean, it's going to be a little bit costly, but I I wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't be mad about it. Uh, Giant fucking Yeti. Yeah, you're talking. I was talking about Bradley Bozeman. Yeah, he does look like a giant Yeti, bro. Let's see. What do you think about JC Treader interested in signing with the Carolina Panthers? I mean, this guy, this is another guy that is very good. He's older. He's 31. Um, the problem is I mean, it would definitely be good because of the familiarity with Baker, right? The problem is he's 31 years old. I mean, he was a standout center when he went in his first 4 years when he went to the Green Bay. And then now in his final 5 years in Cleveland, like I mean, he's a very good center. I mean, I think he could definitely improve us in the trenches and make us even more stronger up front. But I think having an interior of Brady Christensen, Bradley Bozeman, and Austin Corbett, especially at the price that they have them at, it's not too shabby. So, but I wouldn't be mad about it. I just think it's about the right. At the end of the day, it's getting the right price. It's the same thing about the Raquan Smith trade. It's getting everything at the right price and not giving up too much to that's going to hurt us in the cap and with draft picks. I just think that it's just you know, that's just my opinion. I just, you know, it is what it is. All right. Chuba can't catch though. That's why we got LaVisca. Well, you're probably right. I mean, I don't think you're wrong about that Black Mamba 24. I don't think you're wrong about that at all. But I did like the LaVisca trade. I think he's going to be uh I think he's very underrated and under the radar a little bit. Um and it's just the same thing like you said here. You kind of took the word that was something I was going to say that if the defense knows if he can't catch, yeah, what's the only thing that he's going to do? Run. So I think another thing with Chuba and Deontay Foreman is one. I'm wondering if even though we're gonna have Lavisco take some touches away, are we gonna keep CMC back there on the third down? I got a question for y'all. Is do you see them keeping Christian McCaffrey in there for those third down runs, or are we throwing Deontay Foreman in there or Chuba, or are we gonna let Giovanni Ricci run it up the middle on the third down? That's kind of like what I've been thinking about, like who's going to be our third down back, because I mean, I guess Christian can. I mean, I don't think that Christian can't be a third down guy who can't get those third and ones, but I just think that it would be smarter to run Deontay Foreman or Ricci or Chuba up the middle on a third and one, third down kind of play. All right, next here we got Calvin Aubrey. Appreciate you, Calvin, joining in and commenting. How do you think Brandon Smith will be? I think Brandon Smith, there's a lot of upside with Brandon Smith, honestly. I think Brandon Smith has a lot of upside to him due to the fact, obviously, he's a rookie and, he can play multiple roles. Obviously, we've heard that he can play multiple roles, and Phil Snow loves this guy. He had 10 tackles through the preseason games. He had a sack in the Patriots game. He had a pass deflection in the Washington game. Um, I mean, he's taken all the up and downs from going from the collegiate level into the professional level. So I think he's open to taking on any role asked of him. Obviously, if you've seen his tape, he can play more than just one role. Um, he did it at Penn State. Phil Snow already loves this guy. Uh, he's already planned. We've already heard that he plans to utilize Smith in multiple packages and to prepare him for anything, and that may come up, whether if Shaq Thompson or Corey Littleton go down, which is smart because injuries have not been very great to this team as offensively and defensively. Um, so I think though, hearing these guys build him up vocally and the the energy that I'm hearing about them and that linebacker core. I mean, I think Brandon Smith is going to. I think Brandon Smith could be a stud. I really do. Put Foreman with Christian in the backfield. Okay, I like that. I like that. I was thinking about it like, well, how would I would run it? Like, would I put Chuba, but no, I like that. Um, we're still gonna throw to Chuba. We did last season, even though he was struggling. Yeah, I mean, who knows? He might have improved. Maybe that was something he worked on in the off season. Uh, maybe he improved on the catching, but we don't know. We don't know. Uh, keep the defense guessing. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Week one prediction is Darnold beat the Jets last year, but this year AFC will win over NFC. You've got Browns 24-21. Um, I'm not going to get into it right now. I'm going to save it for later. I'll save my prediction for later. After I have my, guys, also I'm going live tomorrow, 7 p.m. Going to do an enemy analysis on these Cleveland Browns. Going to start going live more often, guys. 16 of you are in here. I appreciate you showing up, showing your support. It means a lot to me. All you have to do is pound that like button. You could also show your support with that super chat. Also showing your support by commenting and just asking me questions, or saying you love the channel, whatever the case may be, or you say you hate my guts. I don't give a shit. Either way, it helps out the channel. So, but either way, I appreciate everybody in here right now. Just do me a favor and make sure you pound that like button. All right, who is our middle linebacker? As of right now, I was looking at our roster earlier. Where was I looking at it? And I was looking at our roster earlier, and I think that our middle linebacker is still Damian Wilson. Yeah. All right. I figured, yeah, I saw it earlier. As of right now, he's still our middle linebacker, Damian Wilson. But that could change. If that does change, then that means Shaq's probably going to go to the middle, and maybe Brandon Smith moves to where Shaq is, or maybe Brandon Smith goes in the middle and they put Shaq there. I mean, unless you trust Corey Littleton over Brandon Smith, but that's up to y'all. I would rather take the chance with the rookie. What was your favorite off-season move? Oh, that is a good question. Calvin Aubrey, you stumped me a little bit. I'm going to have to just say in general, probably us going getting Ike Ekwonu out of the draft was probably was my favorite offseason move. I mean, technically I guess you could consider that offseason move, even though it's the draft. Another one I really liked was obviously going and bolstering up this offensive line, getting Bozeman, Corbett. I liked going after and getting those guys. I honestly liked the LaVista Chenault move. I thought that was a great thing for us to do. Also, a sleeper. I got a little sleeper for some breakouts. I think Tommy Trimble might be a guy, if you know what I'm saying. I think Tommy Trimble might be that tight end we might be looking for. Just a little sleeper. That is my sleeper guy. All right. K Francis. Earlier I got asked questions who was going to be my breakout players, and actually JC Horn is going to be one of my breakout players, actually. That's my expectation for JC Horn. I think JC Horn's going to be one of our breakout player on the defensive side of the ball. I'm hoping that Terrace Marshall or Chanel or Shy Smith even could be a breakout player on the front end. But my sleeper overall is definitely Tommy Tremble. I think Tommy Tremble might be a sleeper on that in that tight end. I like Tommy Tremble a lot. He's athletic. He can block, but he can catch, and he's a talker too, which is he's got some energy out there. So, if you've seen him in the offseason, see some offseason videos. I really like Tommy Tremble a lot. But expectation for JC Horn, K Francis, breakout. Let's see here. The NFL kid, we hit 2K. Yes, we did hit 2K. We're on the road to that 2,500 now. I'm taking these in 500 steps. So 500 subscribers. Every 500 subscribers, we're taking them in that, taking them by, in steps. 500 subscriber steps, I guess you could call it. The NFL kid, what's up? I appreciate you joining. The NFL kid, DJ Moore stats. Like my prediction for him this year. All right, let me think about that for a minute. Let me go look at his stats from last year. And then I'll give you my full. I wish I would have got him in my fantasy draft, but I didn't get him. My fantasy draft looked pretty good this year, by the way, guys. I'm pretty ecstatic about that, by the way. Let me go look at his stats from last year. And I'll give you my nice little prediction here. Well, last year he basically had over 1,100 yards. He's basically had over 1,100 yards every year, and he's had about 4 TDs. If I had to guess, like how much stats he's gonna have this year, I'm gonna say another 1,100 yard season. Maybe he'll break the 1,200 yards. But I'm going to say he gets more touchdowns this year. I think Baker Mayfield's going to take chances with him this year because DJ is such a physical guy, physical athlete. So I'm going to, you know what? I'll throw these stats at you. I'm going to go 1,200 yards. And I'm going to stick with, I like the set, if I pronounce your name wrong, I apologize. Davion Minshew. Tell me if I pronounce that correctly. 1,400 yards, 7 touchdowns. I'll take the 7 touchdowns, but I'm going to go 1,200 yards. I'm going to go 1,200 yards. Guys, make sure you pound that like button. That's all I ask. Appreciate 16 people are in here right now. And there is 24 likes. All right, guys. I appreciate that. Much appreciated with the 24 likes. Let's see if we can get if we can get this video to 50 likes. Maybe I'll do a giveaway for week 1. Maybe I'll do like a fun Amazon gift card. If I get over 50 likes, maybe even more. If we reach 50, I'll keep even boosting it up. Maybe I'll even do if we get 100 likes on this video, maybe I'll do a giveaway. Maybe like an Amazon gift card or like Venmo. We'll make a fun. We'll do a fun little one of my lives. I'll do a fun I don't know, maybe a trivia and whoever wins gets it right. Maybe I'll do some fun giveaways or something. I don't know. I'll come up with something. Trying to make it fun for you guys too, since you come and watch me. You know what I mean? All right, Black Mamba 24. Who will come back? Who will be the comeback player of the year, Christian or Mayfield? I'm gonna go Christian. I'm gonna take Christian. It's a safer pick. I mean Mayfield. I think. I mean, technically, he's not. He's not a comeback player because he technically kind of played most of the season last year. But I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Christian. All right. Thoughts on potential trade rumors for Dalton Schultz? I don't hate it. I mean, Dalton Schultz is a decent tight end. PP. I mean, last year, I mean, he had pretty good stats. I mean, looking at him right now, he had like 800 yards, 8 touchdowns. Ain't bad, you know. He's a guy who's going to get you probably that kind of stats, something even probably like even if he like if we had a tight end in there like who like getting Lavisna Chenault stats in like 2020, getting like 600 yards and 5 TDs. The more targets we got, the more touchdowns that our quarterback's going to score. The more we provide players around him, the more touchdowns he's going to score. Simple as that. Same thing, bolstering up that offensive line. The more time you give him, the more he's going to be. The more touchdowns he's going to be able to throw, more completions he's going to, be able to get out there. So, I wouldn't be mad about it. I wouldn't be mad about it. I mean, we definitely need a bolster. That's one of the weak links besides our linebacker room. Tight end has been a problem since Greg Olsen basically has left, and he was coming off of coming basically on this point of retiring. So okay, Francis. Okay, I got you. I'd rather get tight end in free agency like Jared Cook or Eric Ebron trade. Jared Cook is old. I would not get Jared Cook, even though, Gamecock boy, but I'd rather have Eric Ebron. Because Eric Ebron's only like 28 or 29, so he still's got some time to play. But I do like the idea for sure. You said it right, bro. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. 18 people in here, 19 people. We got up to 19 people. That's awesome, guys. I appreciate it. Thank you for everyone coming in to join. I am. Oh, by the way, make sure you pound that like button. Also, going to be live tomorrow. Probably going to be, I'm going to be going live a lot more often, guys. Gonna have, obviously, like tonight's just like a nice little Q&A, just shooting the shit, talking some Carolina football. But we're gonna do I'm gonna be doing an enemy analysis tomorrow. Thursday, I'm not sure if I'm gonna go live yet because of the Rams and Buffalo game. I am going to be over at my boy's house, Dan Mitch, who is on YouTube, who's a Buffalo Bills fan. Definitely going to be over there hanging out with him. So you could definitely maybe be able to see me over there hanging out with them Thursday night watching the Buffalo Bills game. Maybe I might go live and do that with him. Who knows? Maybe. But definitely going to be doing a prediction. Also going to do a live prediction for the Cleveland Browns. I might have a Cleveland Browns YouTuber come on and join me and, kind of shoot the shit with him and talk about this week 1 matchup. All right. So be on the lookout, guys. There's content coming your way. All right. Giveaways are coming too. Brand deal is coming. So just be on the lookout. We're only moving up. We're going to grow this family. That's all I want to do. Grow this Pantherology family. Want to make all y'all want to make all y'all my professors in this, in this Pantherology world. I guess you can call it whatever you want to fucking call it. Who gives a shit? Just keep pounding, baby. All right. What do you think about CMC rushing and receiving yards? If he's going to be the comeback player of the year, he's going to have at least he's going to have 1,000-yard season rushing. So I'm going to have to say 1,000 yards, at least rushing. I'm going to say 1,000 yards rushing. I'm going to say 9 touchdowns. So 1,000 yards rushing, 9 rushing touchdowns. I'm going to say 700 yards receiving. and 5 touchdowns. So 700 yards receiving, 5 touchdowns, 1,000 yards rush. No, yeah, 1,000 yards rushing, 7 touchdowns, 700 yards, 5 touchdowns. All right, here I'll put it in the chat. CMC 2022 stat prediction. I'll type it in the comment section for you guys. Mine. All right. 1,000. And 700 yards receiving. I did not spell that right. Good Lord. 5 TDs and 7 rushing TDs. There you go. That is my stat prediction for CMC in 2022. Black Mama, I bet your friend was once a Carolina Panthers fan, huh? But decided to join the Bills. Actually, no. On all true honesty, he's been a Buffalo Bills fan since he was born because he was born in Buffalo, but then he lives here, where I live in South Carolina. So, but here you go, guys. That was my CMC stat prediction: 1,000 yards rushing, 7 touchdowns, 700 yards receiving, 5 touchdowns. That's what I'm going with. And then my DJ Moore, I'll put my DJ Moore stat real quick. 1,200 yards, 7 touchdowns. Yeah. There you go. So that's my DJ Moore stat prediction for this year. 1,200 yards, 7 TDs. For CMC, I say 500 or 1,000 rushing yards, 500 passing yards, about 10 touchdowns. Can't ask for more if you want to cut down his load. Yeah, I mean, basically the same thing I said, but you never know. He might break out and have more. So, yeah, Black Mama, I know they do have a lot of our, they have their head coaches, our ex defensive coordinator, and they love bringing in. Apparently, they like bringing in Greg Olson and Luke Kuechly over in Buffalo for some insight and stuff like that. Maybe they should sign me because I'm getting yoked over here. No, I'm just kidding. Trying to. Making true money, TMG. I hope you are making some true money, by the way, my friend. I'm trying to do the same thing. Haven't watched in a while. I appreciate it, man. Just make sure you pound that like button for me. That's all I ask. Much appreciated. Davion Mishu. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Davion Mishu? Feel like I'm pronouncing that right, but I could be wrong. Tell me if I'm a fucking idiot. All right. What do you think about Robbie stats? This one's going to be tough for me because I'm hoping that Robbie can come back and have that 1,000-yard season that he had a couple years ago. But with the adding of Laviska Shenault, then you've got Terrace Marshall, who could be a target. And then I said my sleeper is going to be Tommy Trimble. And then, of course, Shi Smith showed up this year, this preseason. I'll give him. I'm going to give it. Oh, I got it right, guys. See, I got his name right. See, I'm getting there. I'm getting there with this. Robbie. I'm going to go 650 yards. Here you go. I'm going to type it in the chat here. I'm going to go 650. I'm going to give him a benefit of the doubt. I'm going to give him 650 yards. I'm going to go 5 TDs. I don't think that's asking for too much. But that's my stats for Robbie. I'm going to say 650, 5 TDs. And honestly, Black Mama 24. I don't think that's wrong to say. I mean, depending on what his workload is and if he steps up this year. Apparently, he feels the best that he's ever felt. And, I mean, that's, apparently, it all depends on, you know, how this offense works with all the targets that Baker has. And, I think that like we're going to see DJ Moore, going to be that guy that he's going to be tossing the ball up to pass, more fit, physically. Laviscus is going to take some workload and it's going to be kind of like a Debo Samuel. I think you're going to be seeing Laviscus get some touches. I think Tommy Tremble could break out on the offense. I think Terrace Marshall could be another guy. Terrace Marshall could be an end zone kind of guy. Like they're going to like put him in there to go up and get a pass. I don't disagree with you, MG Toe Balance. I don't know how to pronounce your full name. I'm just gonna say Balance from now on. Or I'm just gonna say MG Balance, whichever one. It's shorter, anyways. I don't like Robbie because he's weak and he always puts his head down instead of checking his quarterback coming off the line. No, you're right. Um, you're right. No, he definitely does that. He does. He does, and it's very frustrating to watch. Honestly, I think what they need to do is if anything, they need to move Robbie to the slot, put Terrace on the outside, and obviously keep DJ Moore where he's at. That's just my opinion. I think that Robbie will be more productive that way. But then you have LaVista Chenault, so you don't know really. We really don't even really know. If Laviscus is 6'1", I mean, he's a decent. I mean, dude, he's a decent sized guy. I mean, he's 6'1". I mean, that's a pretty damn big wide receiver. So, I mean, that's a good size. He's a good sized dude, man. Let's see what we got here. Make True Money TMG. Brian Burns has the most sacks in his class, and Deontay had the second most interception in his class. Plus, he's been hurt like 2 or 3 years. Well, Brian Burns is about to have, he's going to do his thing at the end of the day. I think after Dante got that nice contract, I think we're going to see him step up. Definitely. I think we're going to see a different Dante Jackson this year. Oh yeah, I agree with this earlier. This was my stats for Robbie and Black Mamba. We pay so much for Robbie to only have 650 yards and 5 touchdowns. That's just my prediction, just because of Lavisca Chenault and of course Terrace Marshall. But there's no telling, man. You never know. I mean, maybe Baker's going to be able to toss it around, and maybe Baker could have this 4,000-yard season where maybe maybe Robbie gets more. Maybe Robbie's getting like 800 or 900 yards, and DJ's getting 1,200, 1,300, and Lavisca's getting his 600 plus some carries, and Terrace Marshall's getting more of the touchdowns because he's a taller dude and he can go up and get the ball, more physical. I mean, you never know. I mean, it all depends on, like I said, at the end of the day, for this offense, I think I mean, how tall is Terrace Marshall? Is he 6'3"? Is he smaller than that? Okay, he's 6'2". 6'2", 200. I mean, Lavisca Chenault's 6'1", and he's what? 220. I mean, 6'1", 225. At least that's from what ESPN's putting him up. That's a big dude. So, I mean, Lavisca could be that guy. See, that's the thing. If anything, what they should do is then put Lavisca on the outside, move Robbie to the inside, and I think that would be the best way to go about it. Now, here's a question that I have for y'all, and based off our depth chart, I'm gonna give y'all a nice little Q&A here. All right. I need a good answer, and it better be the right one. I'm already pissed. Okay, so Tommy Tremble, do y'all think he should be the starting tight end, or do you think Ian Thomas should be the starting tight end? That's what I want to know from y'all real quick, because I've been hearing some crazy people say some stupid shit. I'll try and make sure you get on PNP next week. If I allow the Panthers YouTube need to get together next week. Hey, making true money. I'm always down to honestly get together with any of the guys. Any of the Panther YouTubers. I'll shoot the shit with any of them. I really want to get together with the NFC South YouTubers. Like I want to get with a Saints YouTuber, Atlanta YouTuber, and a Tampa Bay YouTuber. And I'd love to get a NFC South, like kind of like a round table kind of ordeal where we come together once a week and just talk shit to each other. And like, give our predictions and I'd love to hear what they think about us and what they think about, what we could do. Like, that's what I want to get together. I want to get together with some of these guys, like an NFC South roundtable. That's what I want to do. I want to get together with like some of those guys and like shoot the shit because that would be huge. I think it would be super sweet, but that's just me. I don't know about this McAdoo office. They want to be run heavy offense. Might be wrong. Yes and no. I mean, give me 1 second here. Okay, sorry. My work is still like messaging me, so I don't know what the hell's going on. But and for those of you that don't know, I work from home. I do like software sales and marketing. So really in this offense, from my understanding and for what I've read on it, it's more of a traditional down the field passing offense. Now pertaining to the run game, we all know that we had like a zone rushing attack, which is something we're familiar with. So that's what they implement more of. And I know that McAdoo really likes to implement his tight ends. So that's why I was saying Tommy Tremble could be a breakout kind of guy. So if that answers your question, Black Mamba, I hope it does. Start Tommy Tremble. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. We need to start Tommy. Yep. What kind of question is that? Start Tommy. Okay, good. Right. NFC South roundtable would be good. Absolutely would be. So, all right, guys. Well, I've been on here for about an hour now. I appreciate everyone that has joined the live tonight. Be on the lookout for the live tomorrow. Before I leave you guys, though, go check out the Carolina Panthers Den on Facebook. Also, shout out to them. Also, I want you to also check out my social media here, guys. First off, I got to hide this first. Go check out my social media. You can add me on Instagram. You can add me on Twitter. You can add me on TikTok. But also remember, tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, going to be live again tomorrow. Going to give you an enemy analysis on these Cleveland Browns. So be on the lookout for that 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. Going to be going live a lot more often. Going to be live a lot basically throughout the year. Also, be on the lookout for basically my prediction for this week 1 matchup. Going to be live, going to be talking about that. And then also this Sunday, going to be live for the Carolina Panthers game. All right. So I will be doing like a live play-by-play on here. Also, be on the lookout for some giveaways. We are on the road for the 2,500 subscribers. Make sure you just pound that like button for me. That's all I can ask. Trying to think what else. If there's something else I'm missing. Oh yes, brand deals are coming. So giveaways will be coming. A lot more stuff are going to be implemented into this show. Also, gonna try to get up with some. I was talking about it earlier in the show, or recently in the show. I'm definitely gonna try to reach out to some Saints and Falcons and Tampa Bay YouTubers and see if I can get a round table put together. That would be sick. Like weekly, talk shit to these guys, but also like hear what they think about us. What we can also say what we think about them. You can come and support me there and help me out so we can talk shit to them. So, but that would be fun, right? So I'm going to try to maybe see if I can get something like that put together. But also be on the lookout. Definitely might be joining up with a Cleveland Browns YouTuber this week. Got to figure out the day and time to kind of get up with him. Kind of do like a analysis on them, kind of do like a prediction. So maybe I'll do that instead of just me, myself, and I on a prediction of this week 1 matchup. But also just remember Sunday, I will be live for the Carolina Panthers Stadium doing a live play-by-play. So please come and tune in, shoot the shit with me. Gonna have some beers, probably gonna have some food, be with some friends, and just enjoying, the NFL Sunday. Can't believe it's here, man. It's fascinating how fast this has happened, and we're right here. For all of you that have joined today, thank you so much for the support. It means a lot to me. Make sure you pound that like button. That's all I ask. Continue to come and join me live a lot more often. So, love you guys. Much appreciated. And as always, keep pounding.